Yeah, man. It's my ugly ass in the flesh. You know what it is, man. We're here today on another episode of Real Spit for the Day with Concrete Slab. I am Concrete Slab since the foundation holder of the now. Got the street screaming silent, your bitch wearing purple. You might not like me, but your bitch do. Yo, talking about what with a solid dick, man. Go ahead and say some solid shit. Okay, man. Then we got that out the way. Look. As always, man, I got a special individual. You know what I'm saying? My guests are always special to the right of me. Man, I never introduced them because they do it so well. Man, we're gonna get right into it. Yeah, you introduce yourself to my people.
Yeah, man, go by James Otta, you know what I'm saying? That's a real name, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm James Otta, aka J Juice, aka OG Juice, JJ, all that, you know what I mean? So, just one of them born and raised in Dallas, you know what I mean? OGs out here, still out here, seeing what to do
Oh
with my
man.
boy Country, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, it's crazy you say born and raised. My first question always be, man,
Yeah.
where you from?
Yeah, born and raised in Dallas, man. I was raised up in the Grove. You know what I mean? But before I went to the Grove, I actually was born in Hampton Park, so I got a lot of family. My mama's side in the north.
Shout out, Hope Pimp. Talk about.
You know what I'm saying? My kinfolk, Big Al. You know what I mean? The People's family. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my granddaddy. He's still over there. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
that's hard.
Yeah. Bunch Drive. 8434 Bunch Drive.
A lot of people don't know that.
Cross the street from King Bear. And man.
Shout out to King Burr.
Right across the street from King Burr.
Shout out to King Burr. Shout out to King Burr.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but do a lot of people know that you know?
Not people know that.
That's hard.
They just mostly know the Grove.
Yeah.
And then when I went back to the North at a later age,
yeah.
After like high school or when I left high school.
Okay, so let's just when you was where you went to elementary at?
I went to Hampton Park and then I went to John Runyon in the Grove.
In the Grove. So where you went to junior high?
Grove.
What
Florence, Fred,
Florence.
French fry.
You played sports?
Yeah, played basketball.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was cold too.
What happened with that?
Man, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up. Left school. You know what I'm saying? We had a squad too, and I was real good. I've been playing basketball since I was a little one with my old man. My old man used to play every Sunday at Lego Park. Him and his partner used to meet up at Lego Park, and I used to be right there with him because he raised me. When I left Hampton Park, that's why I was with. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another story.
I'm saying with the with the basketball. So you played at the school, like organized sports?
I played with Coach Jive, legendary Coach Jive. Everybody in the Grove from that side, Samuel side, or some Spruce too, because Spruce and Samuel right there. We all family. You know what I'm saying? We used to beef back then, but we all family. But Coach Jive, legendary, everybody know him.
I gotta add, but so as in reference to you said you fucked up. What are you in reference to?
Man, I dropped out of school. You know what I'm saying? And I should have been staying in there because I had just joined varsity. Me and my partner Smoke. Shout out to Smoke. You know what I'm saying? And man, we joined varsity, man. And I was really trying to get my stuff together. I had to move out the house at a young age, and I was hustling.
Yeah.
While I was in school. You know what I'm saying? And it just hustling side took over. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was working too. You know what I'm saying? Sacking groceries at Elroy's on Butler. Me and my brother and my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Stocking, sacking groceries. But I was doing both and going to school. Yeah. I was a little bit ahead of my time.
So with doing that, that was making you start to miss school or miss or you went to jail? Like
when I moved out the high, we stayed right on Red Cloud. A lot of people probably don't know that. We was on Red Cloud with me and my partner. He was going with this female. And see, that's where we stayed. You know what I mean? Shout out to Slick. And he called me yesterday. But that's where we were staying while we were going to school. I was trying to right my wrongs. I was trying to get my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Trying to start doing right in class. You know what I'm saying? I had a conflict with a teacher and I just kind of walked up out of there. I regret it. I kind of walked up out of there, man. And everybody on varsity was trying to, they talking to my teachers. We had a school. Probably stayed in there, man. We would have did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that you didn't go to school no more after that?
Nah, I went a little bit of college, but that was it. But I always been a hustler, and then I always learn how to, hustle something,
Right.
start a business. You know what I
Right.
mean? I always been like that. I always been a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So shit, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So with that, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Was it you had to hustle because of like just the lifestyle, or because shit, then you just how you made me how you was
Man,
before your time?
where I was at in the Grove, everybody was hustles.
Right.
Greedy for real. Before it was called greedy, they were greedy. You know this. Nigga, it's a lot of hustlers over there.
Yeah.
Every street. So, I'm a part of my life. And I had and I was with my old man and my step T, right? And my
Yeah.
little sister. You know what I'm saying? And old man worked for Dark. You know what I mean? And niggas just tease me all the time. Man, your daddy used to be on your ass. Nigga, how you start? So when I just pull up in the lap. How you start in these streets? Yeah. I was like, yeah, these niggas really know. You know what I'm saying? When I had a good father, he raised me right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I teach the same thing to my sons and shit. They cool. You know what I'm saying? I just, that street side took over. It's part of the environment. Greedy Grove, bro. Greedy Grove.
So from that shit,
Ron C, all them boys.
oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
how did you tap in, or when did you tap into like the music shit though?
Oh man, around Ron C and Eddie C, his brother. And the Ron C had dropped Trendsetter. He stayed on the next street.
Eddie got a brother named A-Ball?
No, Eddie is Ron C's brother. Gangsta C. Ron C.
I know. Okay.
Trendsetter.
Yeah.
They used to stay in the Grove. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about Trendsetter and Nemesis, Ron C stayed up in our hood. You know what I'm saying? And he was dropping albums. They straight from California. So they was ahead of their time. You know what I'm saying? He came and dropped the album, bro. That motherfucker, that nigga was hot.
Yeah.
Back then, he was selling. And his brother was fucking around making beats and shit. So we started be up in his house making beats and rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying so during your time in school and sports, or during your time hunting,
I was
I'm
rapping.
about to say you was rapping.
Yeah, I rapping then.
Like what, you was freestyling and karaoke machine.
We probably didn't make our first song. We probably was in high school when we made our first song. Called Homies Just Dropping. Me and my partner Smoke and Slick made a jam in somebody's house in a home studio called Homies Just Dropping. I don't know where that song get to this day. But yeah, we did that in high school. We was selling weed in high school. By the way.
See, but like you older, like man, y'all niggas hustle was so fucking different.
Yeah, it was. It was, and there was a lot more money out there too. And it wasn't as much like snitching and you know what I'm saying?
Right. It was a principle about niggas who fucking snitch.
Yeah,
too.
it's like shit, the consequences.
Yeah, straight up. Niggas was afraid of the motherfucking consequences.
Yeah.
And the ones that did it, they knew.
Yeah.
Eventually, nigga, you gotta face the motherfucking consequences.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I mean, I asked that because, like, nigga, I obviously don't know that, but I've always, when I got wind of you, I knew and heard of the hustle shit was doing. Like I was telling you before, off camera, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up. You got a cousin named Darren?
Yeah.
I know.
Hill Creek.
Nigga, I went to Hill Creek.
Okay.
That's what turned me on to you.
Okay.
I used to bust his ass in my house, basketball and man.
You
I was mad. He know it. He fucking know it. Nigga, don't see Hillcrest Camp, man. Nigga, that nigga was like he was there. We had like he know about my car wreck, but he turned us on to you. My whole clique. Nigga, that CD that you dropped with the white Cadillac, like nigga, like we was already fan. Like we used to do at my house, we would have a karaoke machine, and the one we was talking off camera, it was a Dr. Boss. Yeah. So I had 2 karaoke machines, and I would hook them together and have 4 mics. Okay. And we just rapping hard. Okay. But nigga, it was songs from your shit that inspired. Like nigga, we used to that nigga put us on you, and we all went. We seen your shit. What was it, Ed and Cap? Yeah. My cousin.
Shout out to the Bomb Tape.
I'm fuck you up again.
T was up. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm fuck you up again. My cousin is Devin Willis. His best friend is Paper Sack Brown, Squirrel.
Okay.
when they left Big T Bazaar, haircut,
Mm.
they went to House Styles. You know, the one that was in Onyx. Man, them niggas used to focus your shit too.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Paper Sack Brown, that squirrel, and my kinfolk Devin was like, man.
Shout out to you, boy.
Yeah, straight up.
For real.
Straight up. So saying that, like, nigga, how, like, did you get your music in these places?
Man.
Even at Bruton.
Alright. George Lopez. Remember I told you when we was talking off camera.
Yeah.
I got my first rap check from George Lopez. Then we had like, remember Black to Black magazine?
Yeah, I was in it one time.
Yeah, we had Black to Black magazine. We all used to promote all that shit.
That's the bomb.
Shit. I mean, everybody was in there. MC Dozy in there, Doe Daddy. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. Yeah. Everybody really was hustling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody really was hustling. You know what I'm saying? And it's like shit. But if you learn to hustle it, you can move it, you know, throughout Texas. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, George Lopez gave me my first rap check, bro. You know what I'm saying? OG G-Lo. And then he was a distributor too. So he'll distribute some of. Then I went through a Gonzalez distribution. They used to be in Louisiana. They used to distribute all our stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And shit, just riding in the Cadillac, me and my partners. We're just getting in the car and we look up, we're in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And just find all the stores over there.
But like, how or when did it become like serious, like for real?
Man, you know what? That's another story too, because it did come serious. I was used to rapping with my kinfolks, man. You know, shout out to Mr. Rock, rest in peace, Mr. Rock. He out the north too. My kinfolks smoke, and we used to just be up in the house and just rapping and all this shit, man. But when I started making some money, I had enough money to throw away. So I was like, well, shit, I might well start a label. You know what I mean? That's what I did, and shit, I just started. It started with Cold Red Records. Before I did Cadillac Swing, and I was with Cold Red Records.
Shout out to Cold
CB and Big B.
Shout out to Cold Red.
You know what I mean? And Drop hooked me up with that. You know what I mean? And
shout out Drop.
Yeah, we did an album called Ghetto Stars, and we had got a deal with Southwest Wholesale, P&D deal, pressing and distribution deal with Southwest Wholesale when we dropped that Ghetto Stars.
You niggas don't know shit about that terminology.
I know it.
I don't know shit about it.
We're in the streaming world now, but we had got a P&D deal, pressing and distribution deal, so I'm going to break it down. All right, so they suspect that our album might do a certain amount of numbers, right?
Right.
So instead of just giving us niggas was getting $8 a pop, right, for this shit. Instead of giving us $8 a pop, we'll write y'all, give you an advance, and the advance would be for $4 a pop. Instead of us having to pay you the $8. And they gave us a deal when we do that. And that's how we got a deal with Southwest. So what we did was my partner and them get Cold Red Records pressed up all the first CDs. Then we got a deal. And when we got the deal, they had shit over 2,500 CDs. So we went to the Capitol and gave them hoes away.
Gave them away?
Yeah.
Not sold?
We gave them away. We gave them away, bro. We gave them hoes. You know, some of us, we were selling some of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were selling some of them. But we hit the Capitol just to get a name and gave them hoes away. Everybody was out there, too. We gave them away, bro.
Was you at this point, looking back,
because we went and redid the album and added some more songs to it, the ones that they distributed.
What I'm saying, was that a smart move?
It's hard to say, bro, because we was kind of hot in the area, certain areas. And Arkansas was one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't say if it really worked, but
y'all had like a manager too?
Yeah, I mean, we had two CEOs, CB and Big B. Yeah. CB used to have a store at Garland Bazaar, Cold Red. Yeah, he used to have a store.
I used to see. I never I don't think I've actually met. Now that's just me not knowing. But I would see that a lot. Like I come from a fan perspective, or a nigga that would have to buy shit and see shit. So I actually see that a lot too.
Yeah, physically.
Yeah,
niggas could eat. Say you 1,000, shit, $7-8 a pop. That's $8 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Like, see, your terminology I love because the intellect is like knowing the business of the industry.
Yeah.
how like during that time then is when you learn how to like the knowledge of the industry, or it was later in your career?
Yeah, it was starting with Code Red, and then after Code Red thing, I went and said I was gonna start my own label.
Yeah.
That's when I just got caught. Code Red, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to them. They put us on the road. They put us on the tour bus. We opened up for UGK and Mystical. This was back in 2000,
Yeah.
99, 2000 when Cash Money took over.
Yeah.
This was around that time, man. And they put us on the road, sent us to Corpus Christi. We went through Houston. We went on a little tour in a big ass tour bus. They put us out there. I don't know nothing about the music bit. When I dropped Cadillac Swing, I ain't nothing about the music bit.
Yeah.
I just learned off of putting it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just had the money. You know what I'm saying? We were getting them album covers and we were paying $500, $600, $700 for them covers, bro.
Do
A
you
bunch of
remember
them
who
boys
was
can
it? The
vouch for
Butcher
that.
Boy? Was it the Butcher Boy?
Now, Non-Stop Graphics started.
No, nigga. Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron and Steven Cortez.
Oh man, yeah, they was who you had to fuck with them.
Yeah, that was the go-to then. Now, we was all hustling. Everybody was hustling. Even if you had a nice job, you was making decent money. Then,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Gas was cheap. Rent was $300-$400 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bill Clinton, make sure this shit coming over here. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So from that era, what other artists, especially in the city, was active?
Oh, then when I was doing something,
Yeah.
Cottonmouth was even doing
Shout
his
out
thing.
Cotton, man.
Shout out to Cotton. Pimpster was one of the
Shout
ones.
out the motherfucking
You know what
Pimpster.
I'm saying? Let's see. Shout out to my boy Sammy, SEJ. You need to holler at SEJ. He got a lot of history about Dallas. I'm plug y'all
Please
in.
do.
Sammy Johnson, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing. He active. Diamond D.
I gotta get Diamond. Oh, talk about shout out Diamond D. I gotta get Diamond.
Shout out to Pookie and Lucci, man.
Shout
They
out to
broke
Pookie and
broke
Lucci.
the door, slap in on that independent thing too. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give a shout out to them. Gotta give a shout out to DSR.
Shout out to DSR.
You know what I'm saying? Them boys Stampede, Ruckers, they
Shout out
doing that thing.
Stampede. See, this nigga got the history.
Man,
I had my partner.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He one half for Latin Embassy. I remember them doing their thing. I would see they CD in that whole around.
You talking about who?
The Vato.
Yeah, Dallas. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Dallas Diamond, like from the Grove. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know you talking about.
Yeah, Dallas Diamond Life out the Grove. JR Junior, they was doing their thing too. That's why I say if you go find an old Block to Block magazine, say everybody was looking at these magazines. It was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I kept ad in there.
Since you say magazine, why you think that shit fell off?
Man, we in the digital, these blogs.
But magazines can be digital too. Man.
Yeah, they is, but I don't think people like to read like that no more. People like.
I don't think magazines because they do digital books.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Audio books. They do audio books, not digital books.
You know, concrete. We just in a different world now. Everything just changed, and just like the how we used to do our songs. I should used to be 3 verses, 16s. Now they, you know what I'm saying, 2 8s or whatever, 2 12s. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nigga, and they don't have, but they don't have a lot of tracks. We used to have a lot of.
We had a whole lot of catalog.
We had a whole lot of tracks.
They trying to make 1, 2 songs.
Nigga, 6 songs is an album.
Yeah, 10 songs.
We used to do 13, 16, 18.
I think I had probably 15, 16 on Cadillac Swing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
with an intro, you used to could do an intro or skits. That's what Warren G.
These niggas don't do intros or skits.
Yeah,
there is no intros or skits.
Nah,
outros. It's definitely not no skits.
Outro. Nigga, I got my son on my album, bro. I got my son on my first album, and he on the outro. He saying, "Wanna ride? They wanna ride." And this man, you know what I'm saying, at the age he is now, he sit back and just trip off that, like, "Dang, that was me." You know what I'm saying? He was like 2, 3 years old.
That's hard. See, yeah, because we just used to put like then music was music. You can do something with anything.
Yeah, man. It was fun. It was fun. You know?
So look, like I was telling y'all, Kim, and fuck, I'm bringing it up again. Like during that time with that White Lex, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to come to down there on Skillman because my pops stayed there. They had moved from Pleasant Grove. Because at the time I was over there in Shannon Hills with my dad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went to gas in 7th grade. That's when me and Courtney Mitch Streets and his brother DeMarc, we say we was cousins just because our last name Mitch.
Okay.
And so I got some history in the Grove. But nigga, I was telling you, my stepbrothers, rest in peace, Lemuel Holloman, Scudder Red, and KD, Kinley Holloman. I used to say, my dad sold them plates over there.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Albert.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when I was a young nigga, other than your cousin turned me on to you niggas, like, you know, we didn't have it, but I will tell you this. We had a car wreck. That's how I got this shit at like 15.
Okay.
So we was waiting till we won the settlement, but we had to wait till it was 18.
Yeah.
Boy, it was your car I envisioned having. It was that 99. It was that Dodge Intrepid, that first tank, that oval body that came. Nigga, it was so many cars with the flake. Yeah, the round body. Nigga, it was your lag. It was so many cars. Like, man, I'm gonna get a bitch like that. Yeah. So you was an inspiration to, and then we was at Hillcrest, and you know what I'm saying, like, it was a lot of my friends that had your CD straight up.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to my kinfolk D.
Double
up.
Straight up, man. Yeah, that nigga there.
He was around me when he was this
He used to talk to us about you a lot.
He stayed with me.
His ass on man.
He stayed with me when he was a little boy in the Grove.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hyman Circle. I'll be talking about Hyman Circle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. But that's who turned nigga on to.
Yeah, man.
So
family.
From your genre and or your era of music to what you see today. I used to say like what was the best, but what do you think is different from like if it's the genre you was in, then what was next? Was it like DSR and them, or was it the Boogie Movement?
Yeah, there was like DSR and them, Chief. Yeah, all them boys.
And then the Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie came after that. You know what I mean? And the Boogie did something. Boogie made noise. Yeah. They got people sampling it to this day.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did their thing, you know. I don't know what happened, but
you know. Yeah, I don't know what happened either.
Yeah.
So. But seeing all that, like what is, other than saying this new data shit, because man, niggas on some money, boy. Like, that shit wasn't available for us.
Nah.
Not like at this.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think is like the difference? Like, what is, why, especially like unity wise? Why do you think these niggas can connect like everybody else tried to or wanted to?
I'm gonna say it like this. I believe that them cats right there that's doing their thing, because I see they got a good head on their shoulders too. They got some OGs behind that they listening to. They got some older people. Though. Yeah, I know who it is. But like I'm saying, they got some OGs that's stirring them in the right direction, and they taking it in. Like, all youngsters ain't trying to take that in. They don't really want to hear what the older cat got to say.
Yeah,
they taking it in because that's why they different. That's why they moving in the direction that they moving at the speed they moving in. I love to see it. Yeah. Shout out to them boys.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. New Dallas. Shout out.
I like that. I like that.
Man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Y'all got the city looking good. Big X, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Doing that nigga too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So outside of the industry shit, like even like with the like, why do you think we, especially here in the city, niggas hate on each other so much?
That's a tough word right there, boy. That's a tough word. I don't really have an answer for it because I've been seeing this since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a youngster, preteen, whatever, coming to my real teen in the 80s, and I've been seeing it like this in the city. You know, and the only thing then was it was only a handful of people. It ain't like it is now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Just Dallas.
What like as if you had a label or with your kids, like what advice from that spectrum would you give them if they was faced that though?
They was facing that. That's a good question, man. You know,
I love when I get that. That's a good question. I've been
yeah,
hoping it.
no, that's a
I just
good.
need one enemy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, no,
it.
that's a good.
Go
That's a good question. And with how it is these days, man,
ahead.
I try to tell us you need to stay out the way much as possible. But if this is what you want to do, I'm with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just had to teach you how to move. Like I said, them boys was doing with them, teach them how to move. My son, he started doing a little rapping, then he started going producing. I say, shit, if you can excel with producing, I'll go that route. I ain't
It's
telling him what to
800
do, but
million rappers.
yeah, yeah, I'll go that route.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's it. That's all I got for him. Nigga, just stay safe. I shout out to my sons though, man. I got two sons. You know what I'm saying? I got three grandchildren, bro. So when I first had my first son, I just looked at him like I had tear dropping. Like, dang, I don't feel
Yeah.
like I'm supposed to be here, but nigga, I'm still here, and I got three grandkids. So, see, I love it, man. Life
It's
good.
hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Ironically, this
Yeah.
episode today is on Father's
Father's
Day.
Day.
Happy Father's
Happy
Day, my
Father's
nigga.
Day to
Straight
you
up.
too, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's
So,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Look, I gotta be one of the niggas to say, man,
mm,
I really started this shit because I done kind of got outside of this, but I just always wanted to give like the pioneers and the trendsetters they roses.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate like shit you done for the city. There's some shit niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, bless your game or
Mm-hmm.
ran it like it's supposed to be. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But I will be the one to let niggas know because I am a historian of the city.
Mm-hmm. Keep doing your thing. You
This
doing
nigga here is a trendsetter of the city. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was like Slim Thug of the city at one
it.
time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Oh, for real.
cut had shit
Yeah.
like this, but
Yeah.
niggas, you know what I'm
And when
saying?
them
At the
boys,
bottom.
they used to roll up to the club we had in Camp Wisdom. I can't remember the name, right in front of the mall. They used to pull up, ESG and all them.
Yeah,
I'm parked right next to them in my slab. He like, shit, what's going down tonight?
yeah.
Back in that day, because everybody was holding. That's when Screw and all them used to come down here and hit the
See,
spots. You know what I'm saying? It used to be on.
niggas don't know, man.
Yeah,
Like
it
this.
used to be on in the city, man. Boys had to crack it in back then, man. Boys had to crack it in.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of money floating around that time. It was slabs all over the streets
Yeah.
in Dallas at that time.
It seemed like they
You
had to
know.
go through your ass at some point.
Yes, some people did, especially on them little circle pounds.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
See, I was a young nigga. I was so unaware, but it
Yeah.
was, nigga, you had the car that make a nigga like bingo type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Man,
You had a nigga like that. Fan the fuck out,
man, my
nigga.
my plug was straight from Mexico. He couldn't hardly speak no English.
Yeah, damn.
You know what I'm saying? He knew how to count though. We knew how to talk money.
Yeah,
We figured it out.
yeah, damn.
Yeah, saying.
Nigga, so from what made you like? I don't think you stopped rapping. Like, what made you like slow down or like kind
Man,
of get out the way with it?
kind of life. And then, start getting on. I started doing more business away from music.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up. I got my trucking company started. My wife, she got a hospice business right now, Utopia Hospice. So we trying to cater to all our people too. So you know what I mean. And so we got a hospice company, and man, we just been focusing on family, business. You know what I'm saying? My boys start getting growing up, so I felt like I need to kind of just be there and make sure they get it. So once they grown, there ain't nothing really I can do.
yeah,
You'll get to see what you produce. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Cause I know it's a lot going on out here, but just focus on business and family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then once I got that together, start back dibbling, dabbling back in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Just cause I got a lot of songs. You know what I mean? I barely record them. You know what I mean? And then some days I just like I go hit the studio and record two or three of them that I've been holding for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Just where I be at with it. You know what I mean?
Why you don't? I mean,
Yeah.
why you don't put them out? As far as how it has changed over to this
Yeah,
streaming shit.
you gotta you know how it is. You gotta market yourself out here. You know what I mean? Everything content based. So I was like, well, shit, let me start. put some content back out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I start doing that, then I start back releasing some of this music.
Yo, last time I saw you was, I think it was in Cedar Hill.
Yeah.
Y'all was doing a video shoot.
Yeah.
At the pool thing.
Yeah.
That's the last time I saw you.
Yeah, the Dallas
You,
Drip.
yeah.
Dallas
You,
Drip.
I was there.
Yeah. I remember you there. I remember seeing you there.
That's the last
that
time
day
I
was
saw
crazy because everybody came out and there wasn't no drama. And this was in the
None.
heights of the, the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't no drama. Real life street stars with us. Shout out to real life. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I gotta tell you a story. This that's my first time seeing shout out to Papa Run.
Yeah, Papa
that's
Run,
my first time seeing Papa Run.
Be the local.
But I had an incident with Papa Run where I spazzed at a club. I didn't let Cash Out perform.
Oh,
I spazzed.
Oh.
But it wasn't Papa Run fault. I took out all my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make a long story short, I spazzed and my show state kept turning off.
Oh.
I don't know how I did it, but you know how you burn a CD?
Yeah.
Nigga, some way I burnt like 27 seconds.
Yeah.
So I kept thought he was turning my CD, my soul.
Man.
So I had to apologize to the nigga that day. I had to. Shout out to Papa Run, man.
Shout out Papa Run.
Yeah, but I ain't let Cash Out perform until after me, nigga.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
But yeah, I was there.
I had an episode like that too. Yeah, that happened to me before.
Okay, so like, I'm gonna ask you this: do you think, as far as what the DJs meant then, do you think they mean as much now?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think they still mean a lot. But the people don't utilize them as much like we did or how they used to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the blogs and stuff like that.
Right.
Like whatever we saying, a clip might come out. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is everybody on the internet. Everybody ain't in the club.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Everybody on the internet. Everybody, as soon as they get out of work on break, they grab their phone, see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in the club, but the club, the DJs are still important.
Yeah.
In my book, I think they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As if you making club songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn. Well, yeah. Shout out to the DJs. A lot of niggas be sleeping on the DJ. I fuck with the DJ. I think they mean a lot.
Yeah.
Way more than niggas give them credit for.
Yeah, I do too.
Do you think there's any gatekeepers in the city?
Yeah, they say it is. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think it is?
I don't think I have to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, we'll put out something and just break the internet like we did with Grow Side Anthem. We still getting still getting views.
God damn, okay, so look, y'all. I know y'all seen the Grow Side Anthem.
Yeah.
It was at the height of the ciphers when the city was doing the cipher thing. Everybody had that bitch boom.
Yeah, the ciphers was hot.
How did nigga? It was a lot of people on there. Who idea was it?
All right, let me run it down. K-Trey. Shout out to K-Trey. You know what I'm saying? K-Trey had the idea. I go on K-Trey's podcast with my partner Big Truck. They got Dirty Diapers podcast. I go on their podcast one day and find out me and K-Trey didn't really know. I know his people, NFL boys, all them. Mob, I know all them. But me and K-Trey, and he grew up not too, probably a couple of streets, but I'm older than him and probably left by then.
Right.
And I got on his podcast, and he got to calling people, yeah, man, it's J. Juce, hello, DJ, damn, blah, blah, blah. So, shit, at the end of that, he was like, shit, man, I was thinking about this Grow Side Anthem. I was like, I just looked at him like, huh? You sure about that? That sounds dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, so he always say, I kind of shook him off. You know what I'm saying? Then I was around Puka Leroy's. I was, some of them ciphers. I'm on one or two of them, me and Ray Rivers, Dallas Drip, my Dallas Drip partner. Went on a couple of them, and then K-Trey hit me again about it. I'm around Puka Leroy, and he hit me up before Puka Leroy started doing his cipher or anybody. We had talked about this way back. That all of a sudden Puka Leroy started dropping his cipher.
Yeah.
And my partner Ray Rizzo, I talked to him about it after K Trey hit me up again. And Ray Rizzo was like, nah, man, we don't make us look like a copycat. Puka already doing it. I was like, nah, we was talking about this before Puka was even dropping his.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting together and hollering at a couple of people, see what they think. Some of the OGs, Chase Pat, you know what I'm saying, J Don, you know what I'm saying. We hollered at NFL boys. Shout out to Run Dunn, all them boys. We ended up just chatting around, and then we was like, okay, let's make it happen. Got the studio set up, put the word out. Everybody pop up in the studio. All the other cats, the younger generation. Then all of a sudden, 45 minutes later, they piled up in there. So it's just a whole bunch of us in there. Shit, go drop your verse. He done? Who next? You next? I don't drop your verse. Already. Hey, who next? Who next? No shame. You did yours? You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's how it went. Oh, you know, we had down to 30 verse.
That shit
Some
hard.
people sent theirs in, but
That shit
you know what I'm
hard. And it was like no
Yeah.
friction, no issue.
oh,
Oh shit.
no, it wasn't that. It was like shit. You know, we had a beat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sent us a beat, and we had everybody rapping to this beat, and then all of a sudden, we couldn't use the beat no more. They said it was owned by somebody else. So now we ain't got no beat, and the beat had a hook on it, and we ain't had a hook of the beat, and we ain't want to tell nobody. Like we got all everybody verses, we ain't got no song, and we ain't want to tell them. So before we told them, we start scanning around, seeing who got the best verses, who can send us some beats, or who we gonna put on the hook. And then everybody was like, nigga, y'all got no shame. Y'all got no. Damn, you right. We do got no shame. No shame already here. Right. No shame did his thing to the hook. You know what I'm saying? Then we got to add a couple of beat people to try to, you know what I'm saying, get us a beat that match these vibes, because these verses are hard. You can't just, we ain't accepting no anything, right? These verses potent, all of them. You know what I'm saying? So, and we got it, who did that beat? I'm trying to think of his name. Old school kicking in. But yeah, we got out there, boy. He sent us about 3 or 4 beats. In fact, make sure I got his name right. He sent us about 3 or 4 beats, and shoot, we went with that. Yeah, we went
They
with
was
that.
the same tempo?
Yeah, one was the one we picked. The tempo was off a little bit, so we had to go back and hood with another one. Shout out to Hood with another one. Rob Relo, he did the video. Shout out to Rob Relo. And Luxury Sound Studio, my boy Lorenzo engineered everybody verse. We gave him a lot of work to do, and he made it happen. So shout out to Luxury Sound Studio out there in Garland, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lorenzo. He did his thing. He got everybody sounding good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we made it happen. We got end up with 27 people on there, and it's still doing numbers. Every time I look, 200-300 views. Every time I look at it, 200-300 views.
Who shot the video?
Rob Relo.
So how long did it take to shoot the video?
No, we
Was
did.
it 1 day, 2 days?
So that's another story. So we made a event, and we were gonna shoot at the park, at the event on the park. What's the name of that park over there in the Grove? So we were gonna shoot that video, and we had everybody meet us while we shoot this video. Everybody come out, and we had food truck coming out. Had my boy Urban Styles coming
Shout out
out.
to OG, man.
And what happened was, when we decided to shoot the video this day, they had a whole army of police cars out there waiting on us. Paddy wagons, everything, you know what I'm saying? They had everything out there sitting there waiting on us. And everybody was like, oh yeah, y'all went through old boy and got these police. Did he get this many police? Like, wait, hold on, how many out there? Yeah, he's supposed to be, he said he's gonna get some off-duty laws. I don't think these off-duty. So we get out there, everybody looking around like Urban Style, and they kept going. They didn't stop. Food truck, he kept going. You know what I'm saying? A couple people pulled up, and they started handling us. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of white boys, they started handling us. And we tried to go and shoot the video, So we were like, shit, they probably gonna look like they up to something. So we're gonna try to. So the police they start sending the black chicks over there, and they was like, well, y'all generator too loud, or y'all music too loud. Shout out to K Rock, he was handling it pretty good. DJ K Rock,
Shout out to Uncle Rock,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? K Rock, you know, that's our go-to DJ too. But he kept, it was like, it was real low. So we already was like, you know, we felt some friction. So we were like, let's go and shoot this video. Cause they was like, if this many people, 75 people come, got to shut it down because y'all didn't do the paperwork right or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so we had already hired off-duty cops too. So man, it was like, so we was like, okay, since if that's the case, we already know over 100 people probably gonna pull up, right? So we was like, let's go and shoot the video. We started shooting the video. All of a sudden, we looked over there. We seen a whole gang of police on the corner, just looking at us, doing like this, like some old school, old times. You know what I'm saying? They had some little guns, little pellets or whatever they use, guns, whatever they use on. And so we shooting the video, and they start moving closer and closer. And when they got people trying to talk to them, you know, friction started. It was an argument.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And we ended up having to shut the video down. And then we just secretly told everybody, go to the hood. We went to the car wash and finished the video.
Which car?
In the Grove,
Yeah.
on C5,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, on Bruton, next to the store. Oh, Pat. Pat, everybody came out.
How long it took? About 4 hours?
We was out there about 2 hours before a whole trail of police started coming down the street.
Yeah.
And that was it.
So it took 1 day to shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we ended up shooting, now what we did was we let Raw Reload connect with the artist personally, and they can do a deal together and shoot some more scenes. So you seen some more scenes from the store and all that? Yeah, we plugged them up.
That's hard.
So just to make the video look good.
That's hard.
So that everybody, you know, most of the cyphers, everybody just be standing around.
Yeah.
We wanted to be a little bit different.
So it consisted of like a team really who produced that video. Man.
Yeah, it took all of us. It wasn't no one person make that happen. It took it, like I said, K-Trey had the idea, he shot it to me. You know what I'm saying? I got with my partner, my Dallas drip partner, Ray Rizzle, and we got together and we made it happen. And then we had a team of all the artists was with it. They made sure they people was with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of, it was unified.
It was unified.
Yeah, it was unified.
It made, for a minute, other kind of sections try to do it.
Yeah. It was a lot of talk. We started something.
That was hard though.
Yeah, we started something.
I seen a lot of people I knew
people were shocked. That shocked people.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, it shocked people.
Nigga,
because you got, remember, you got older rappers and young YNs and everything on one song. It tripped people out. Like, dang. We made that happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas stood up for the Grove.
We got a part 2. We just ain't dropped it yet.
So wait, so it mean more different artists or the same one?
We got part 2. We had a female one. We gotta get the business straight. Yeah, we got more essays on part 2.
Yeah, cause definitely my solid weight brothers from the Grove left that. It is some real solid ass vodka.
We got that. There's plenty of them on this one.
It is. You
know what I'm saying? Got some OGs on there. Blowfly, Money Waters. Yeah.
Shout out Blowfly.
We had that in the vault.
It's hard.
You know what I'm saying? And we had some tricks up our sleeve. Everybody just had to, people get the lifing. I got the lifing a little bit. Trying to keep the business flowing. The trucking industry. The trucking industry got rough. You know what I'm saying? So
on the artist side, are you, from your knowledge, are you teaching them whatever you know it is about the business?
We on the Grove side, Anthem, we got everybody equal amount of publishing.
That's hard.
Yeah, everybody got their publishing.
That's hard.
Yeah, and we probably the only one did that. I ain't saying nobody else ain't doing
that. Ain't nobody doing it. You go to the studio with nigga, they ain't gonna tell you to do nothing about no split shit.
And so it got on the movie. You know what I mean?
What?
It got on the movie.
That track?
Yeah, it's on what's the name of that movie? Let me see.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Miss Rainy Production. You heard of Rainy Production?
Not necessarily,
Yeah,
but
she be doing. She out the Grove too. She went to Skyline. She be dropping movies. They on too. I show you where you can
man,
pull it
send
up
me
at.
that. We can support that shit.
Yeah, I saw a Grove Side Anthem all through there. I'm gonna let you pull it up before I leave. There you go, right here, deeper.
Now, these are my friends, so I have seen this promo for
Yeah.
that. I
And Rainy
know,
Production. She got about 3 or 4 movies out.
I
They
am,
all on
yeah.
too. I think she just got a deal with somebody, but no, she
Shout out to
we the
Honey
first
Banks.
music to come. Then she got a little Dallas Boogie on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Honey Banks and AD
Yeah.
and everybody else on there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
everybody that's on
I
the
know
movie.
that I used to book them a lot on
Yeah.
my shows.
Kendra King.
That's
Yeah, she out the
hard.
Grove too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you writing movies and doing movies?
Yeah, I'm finna get into it. I'm finna get into it.
Nigga would have thought she would have been had Dirty Third from the city.
Yeah, I should have.
Man.
Cause I got a lot of storytelling. Shout out to my boy Charlie Moe. He always tell me you need a
Shout
documentary.
out to Charlie Moe, man.
Shout out to Charlie Moe TV. Shout out to Lucas McCain, Real Life Street Star,
shout out
Joker. You know
Joker.
Yeah, and my McKinfolk, Lucas McCain. That's family. He stayed with me too. He got a story about when Pimp C called I have one time. You know what I'm saying? He hung up on me.
I just jumped this nigga inbox.
Who? You know what I'm talking about?
But I had to tell him like over the year. I know who he is. I met him like a long time ago. We just had his expedition and they stayed by Getting Go. I used to go over there. He spoke with Adele and Gayla and all them. I used to be over there. Yeah, I used to be over there too. But I just told this nigga like he supported nigga heavily. So I just jumped in his inbox like, man, what can I do for you? I got a whole outfit. And when I saw him at TK's party at the dive, like nigga, had I known he was up here, I brought it, man. That man supported nigga.
He gonna support.
Like, man, that nigga.
He one of my biggest supporters.
Like a motherfucker. No question.
Shout out to Kinfolk. Lucas McCain.
That shit
That's
hard.
family right there.
Like that shit is hard.
Charlie Moe.
And shout out to Charlie Moe.
Kinfolk gonna support. He one of my biggest supporters. So we all be still. We got a little family. We still all do stuff together too. So yeah, it's family.
You know what I'm saying?
A Deuce Dre. What's up, boy?
Look, I hollered at him that night.
Yeah.
At Cash party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to T-Cash. That's my bro. Cash, that's my fam.
Shout out Cash. Yeah, y'all went to Hillcrest together.
Yeah, I heard. D had already put me on. He already put me on.
So now so I'm gonna edit this with
you got me going down through there. He went down through there like in a minute like that. You got it out of me.
I be intrigued because that's the foundation of it though.
Yeah, you asking the real ones.
You know what I'm saying? And you one of the ones that like niggas sleep on like how I had stuff here. It's certain shit like at one point in time niggas had to sit in the palm of their hand.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where there was streets of the music, niggas had to come fuck with you.
Yeah. And if you had credibility, you know they gonna know in the streets.
Right.
They gonna know. If you did something salty, it's word travel. It's a big city, but back then, boy, they got around. You know what I'm saying? There's more people around the DFW now. A whole lot of more people now.
Okay, so I heard you touch on your old lady earlier. Yeah. I'm so entitled. Like I gotta ask. Yeah. With what we be seeing and shit now, like especially on social media, like why do you think it's like a war with like the black women and the black guys as far as like the 50-50 shit?
Yeah.
Just the whole relationship shit and all. Like why do you think now it's like it's just hard. It's like a tug of war.
Like there's a lot of successful women out here now. And they got to the point where they was like, I don't need no man for nothing. Or some of them are the breadwinners. They making more money than the male, especially after a bunch of us women got criminal records. But you know what I mean? And then you got a lot of brothers on lockdown, and you got some that went the other way.
Right.
So it's way more females than it's more females than males.
Right.
Feel me? And so then that might cause this male over here to want to start having to wander out sometime too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just be a lot of chaos with that, man. And then, stuff getting more expensive. You know what I mean? If you ain't making a certain amount of money, that causes, turmoil too. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you or whatever. But now these days, the way they making it, you're gonna need a two-income household
Right.
to try to stay above, you know what I mean, what they putting out here. So that's just my take on it, man. You know what I mean? Just how I feel.
See, I respect that because as I folk, like nigga, we don't have a lot of us don't have that teaching, especially like nigga, we niggas. A lot of men unfortunately don't speak that volume. I know that you know what I'm saying, you're OG, but like I asked that so young niggas can probably try to get on that shit now instead of waiting till later.
Yeah, you know, they used to be saying that was one of our powerful missions of family. That's why they did everything they could to break it up.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's powerful.
Right.
You're already powerful people. But when we click, we even more dangerous.
Right.
Yeah, they know that.
Right. See, man, yeah, I fuck with that. Man, like, a nigga is for the people, man. And
for real.
we just done, it's a lot of shit that go on, man, that niggas done got away from.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of morals,
principles,
all
that.
just, it's out of there.
What
It's
the
like,
fuck?
it's just, we in a dangerous season in this world right now. You got to keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta protect yourself at all costs.
like with what you just said,
Yeah.
what is it that you teach your children like to be mindful of?
Yeah. Oh man, as they grow up, I'm giving them every piece of game on their level, maybe a little bit ahead of them sometimes, because they'll come back and say, "Yeah, Dad, you should tell us about that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, man, they came out pretty good, man. They came out decent young men. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this world they got to grow up in. You know what I mean? But man, I just used to give them everything that's needed, even when they got stopped by the police. You know what I'm saying? Tell them how to move, how to have your stuff already out, keep your hand on the steering. Ask the law, can you go in there or there? And if you got a gun, you gotta let them know. You know, just gotta tell them that, bro. You know, you got black sons, bro. You gotta give them the, you know what I'm saying, the rules of what's going on out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cause you know, you never know what they encounter every day. You know.
Niggas, see, I don't get to have a lot of conversations like that.
Yeah.
Nothing against niggas I talk to on the regular.
Nah,
but
you know,
I just respect the niggas who can speak like that.
Yeah, I always knew that since I was a little boy, I was a little bit different. Like I had down deep in my family on the older side was a lot of preachers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm talking about like the ones that was getting these signs, and you know what I mean. So they was like chosen and stuff. So on down the line, I just felt like I might have a little bit of that, but on a different type of level. Not like, you know, how they do.
Nothing against them, but just how
everybody different, bro. Everybody different, and you got a platform like this to be able, we can speak like this,
right?
And you don't know who all gonna hear this too, bro. So that's good, bro.
So that's why, because niggas, we don't.
Yeah.
I know at one time I had contributed to a lot of shit that a nigga frowned upon now.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, so niggas can know, like, damn, cuz like that shit might be hot, but nigga, it's gonna be a time where you like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Like we kind of like contribute to that poison that niggas was putting out.
Yeah, we were. We part of the problem.
Right.
Yeah, now we trying to right our wrong.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
But that's kind of why I don't be like hard when
me too.
Because it's like, now we the old niggas.
Yeah.
When them old niggas to be like, nigga, stop. You ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
So now we the old niggas and these niggas here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nigga ain't, we weren't trying to hear it.
Nah, yeah. And I had a whole father, and I still wasn't trying to really hear it. The streets took me in, but yeah, I be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I remember. I done some things. So.
And didn't even have to.
Yeah. They ain't had to. I should have followed my basketball dream. So I was cold.
Yeah.
It's all gone now. But my son, he took over. He was out in Paris, Texas. We stayed out there for a minute. Yeah. And my son, they were balling out there. My son Buck Outta, he stayed in the newspaper. Yeah. Everything I had, I gave to him. He started dunking and jamming and everything with it. You know what I'm saying? He cold with it. Yeah.
That's hard. But man, I commend you for that.
Yeah.
It's always an honor, like, to meet guys who hold shit down and such, especially like role models.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, I'm like we've been here for a minute, but I'm gonna ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from everything you have experienced
Mm-hmm.
up until this point, for especially like the industry,
Yeah.
would you allow your children to get in the industry?
Uh, I mean, like I told you, my son was doing music. I tried just do beats, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I can just guide him. These days, being a young rapper, I don't even know if I really want to go there rap. Just be real with you. Yeah.
It's dangerous as fuck.
I rather than go to school and get a degree.
Right.
Yeah. Let's start a business. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple nephews rapping. They be sending me their music, and I be like, nephew, I can't do nothing with that. Yeah, y'all boy tough. Now you come and change your music or your mind, then let me hear what you got.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on that grown folk. I don't hear none about none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah.
They can understand.
But I be jamming my young partners. You know what I'm saying? My partners out the grow. Like I said, J Dog, he just dropped. He hit. No Shame just dropped. He hit. Shout out to No Shame.
Gotta get No Shame. Really, Young Thuggin hit him up for me. I don't know what happened. I probably gotta finish that. But he did agree to come. But I know Shane, No Shame though.
Yeah. He gonna do it.
Oh, okay. So I asked this question a lot too. If they booked you like at a college where you had to go speak at a seminar, what is some advice you would give the young men and the young ladies? What to prepare themselves for going forward as an adult. But when you answer, can you please give me the answer what you would say to the young men?
Yeah.
Can you give me an answer what you would say to the young women?
Oh, okay. I tell the young men, I'll just be like, say, man, whatever you gonna do, just remember that one choice can have you out of there. Wrong drug, anything, it have you out of there. So just be mindful of what that choice. Like think twice before you think about it, doing it. You know what I mean? But and just be you, man. Just try to live for the future, man. Get your stuff in order, get your credit, keep your credit right, invest in some real estate while you're young or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And just be you, man, and go for your passion, man. Just be you. Everybody gonna tell you, hey, you need to do this and do this and do that, do that. It's cool to take advice, but you gotta find the real you. What God put you here for to do. It might sound dumb to us. You know what I mean? There's people that invented all kind of stuff, food trucks, everything. Somebody thought of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's plenty of ideas for you to brew up, especially with what they got, this technology, bro. For the females, I'll just be like, say, man, don't rush into no relationship. Don't rush to. Y'all be trying to rush to a relationship. Have fun. Go visit another country. There's plenty of people going to Thailand right now. You know what I mean? Having a ball in Thailand cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go not too. I'm finna go out the wild, but Thailand a cheap country. They got fresh food, everything. Just go. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your business. Don't rush no relationship. Got plenty of time. Got plenty of time for that. Let big God send you the right one. I'll be rushing.
You heard that from a man. God damn, slow it down.
You know what I'm saying?
God damn, you meet the nigga 2 weeks later, you trying to be a nigga
Everybody be on social media. They want what everybody else got.
Right.
Just calm down and relax and figure you out. Know who you are. Know thyself. You know what I'm saying? Just live life and pray. Stay prayed up.
Man, look, y'all. That's OG Juice. Look, man.
Yeah, man.
Like I was saying earlier, man, I really appreciate everything you have done for the city. You know what I'm saying?
Really appreciate that.
If it was up to me, you know what I'm saying, I should ignite niggas into giving you all the roles that's needed.
Nah, for real. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah.
I watched from afar, from a young nigga, and then like when we became friends, I went to school with I forget her name, but it's a young lady you know. Damn, I can't think of her name.
Went to school with?
We went to Dallas Canyon.
Oh,
yeah, because that's really where I graduated from.
Muffin.
Yeah. Which one?
Muffin, Stephanie.
Yeah, it might be. But she went to Dallas Canyon, and when it was a play, like I tell you, my second fan is from the Grove. So
you was in the Grove.
That's how when she knew I knew you, it was like hell nah, nigga.
Yeah,
but Man, I just
Yeah.
thank you for everything you done for the city.
No, appreciate
You
it.
one of these guys I gotta bring back because
Oh yeah, I definitely come
it,
back. I like this.
it's some stories I want to know though, like from
Oh yeah.
them performing.
Oh man.
Like was it like
Mm.
niggas who caught their pussy?
Yeah.
I don't know shit like what
Yeah.
DJ was
Yeah.
some mark ass niggas, man. Like
no, it was rough. It was rough, especially with if you trying to get on radio.
Yeah,
That was even rougher.
but I'm asking. So did you when you printed? You never owned like the tower that printed the
Nah.
CD, or y'all had distribution?
Yeah, we had distribution. I used to have first time. Remember I told you we had distribution, so they print everything. When I went on my own, I started going through little print companies to print it up. You know what I mean? And then later on, we learned how to do the manufacturing thing. But at first, the distributors wouldn't take no CD ROM type of disc.
Right.
You had to have it professionally jeweled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes we'll press up some for the streets, then we'll press up some for them.
But the biggest thing I hated doing was the spine.
Yeah, putting that.
The fucking spine.
Yeah, well, I used to just get the insert and it was already folded.
And then
boom.
You
know
so
right. Then we put
it
that
took us
CD
a long time.
Yeah, y'all was doing it the other way.
Like a month.
Yeah, but I said I paid more though. You know what I'm saying? So
we sure did.
I paid more. You know what I mean? We had like the green room. They was doing their thing. Who had? We had a few more. We went out. I learned a lot from Juce because he was already doing this. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally got the time to work with him, we just bonded like that.
Shout out.
You know, and the fact he having his thing Juneteenth. I am the co-host. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth at Lucy Mays. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be there. You're gonna be there.
Yeah, that's them oysters.
Yeah. So Cotton Eye got us out there, man. So shout out. Yeah.
Before we get up out of here, man, what you want to leave my people with?
Hey, man, lock in, like Lady Mink say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Lock in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see me on a couple of more podcasts too. I'm just making my round. You know what I mean? But I told my boy I'm coming to him first because he had been hitting me up, and so I'm here, and then I'm finna hit. Y'all know who y'all see me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just making my round, giving out my story, man. And I appreciate you,
man. Appreciate
me on your platform, man.
It's an honor.
Let me tell my story.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
I started as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dallas Drip. You know what I mean? Grove Side Entertainment, ART. You know what I'm saying? All of them. You know what I'm saying? Ray Rizzle. You say I got my Dallas Drip. We bringing this back too. We bringing Dallas Drip.
Nigga, hey.
You know what I'm saying? I just got my OG Juice patch up there, but yeah, we bringing Dallas Drip shirts back, and
that's hard.
You know, we still, Dallas Drip 2019. You know, we set it out that day, so we still rolling.
We're a solid nigga.
Yeah,
hey man, it's OG J Juice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned. Go subscribe. Go hashtag some solid shit. Fuck with a solid nigga, man. Straight up. That part.